episode in which the father figure of the family, Homer Simpson, becomes obsessed with a group called the Stonecutters, or should it be called the Freemasons? Upon joining the group, his fellow members find a birthmark on him, a mark that makes the rest of the group declare him to be the chosen one.
The chosen one, whom the sacred parchment prophesied would lead us to glory.
But with his newfound honor and dignity, he, Homer Simpson, fools himself into thinking that he is God.
I always wondered if there was a God, and now I know there is, and it's me.
Two soldiers that journey to a country on the edge of India, a country that was once rumored to contain great riches, that once belonged to Alexander the Great. Upon reaching the country, the two soldiers are captured by the local inhabitants, a people called Kafirs, named after their country, Kafiristan. When the two men are about to be killed, a necklace is discovered around the neck of one of the soldiers. Engraved on it is the symbol of the Masonic one eye. The Kafirs revere him as their god, and attribute to him the divine attribute of immortality. The man himself first regards himself as a king, and then in his newfound power begins to regard himself really as being a god.
رآه النبي في المنام صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، قال: جسيم أحمر جعد الرأس أعور العين، اليمنى عوراء ممسوحة كأنها عنبة طافئة، واليسرى فيها عيب ناتئة عليها ظفرة قطعة لحم، يعني اليمنى معيبة واليسرى معيبة، أما اليمنى فممسوحة مسحا، أما اليسرى فعليها مثل قطعة لحم، قطعة لحم فيها يعني مثل اللحم البارز على عينيه، مشوه العينين لكنه أعور. قال: كأن عينه عنبة طافئة. ثم قال: مكتوب بين عينيه، علشان ما تضيع، مكتوب بين عينيه كافر، في رواية كاف فاء راء. ماما هي صاحبتي، ماما هي بس خالص. انا عمري ما كنت اعرف ان ماما عندها المواهب المدفونة دي.
مواهب؟ دي فضيحة.
هو مين فيهم الست ومين فيهم الراجل؟
مش بعيد بكره يشكوا فيا انا وانت.
بيقولوا ان المدرسه فيها شواذ.
ايوه هم شكلهم كده، بس عمرنا ما شفنا منهم حاجه وحشه.
يا باشا انا بدافع عن شرف اختي اللي الناس دول عايزين يدنسوه. مش كفايه سمعتها اللي راحت بسبب المدرسه دي؟
اخوكي بيدعي ان مدرسه الرقص اللي انت بتروحيها بيحصل فيها اعمال مخله للاداب، وانهم غصبوا عليك انك تشتركي معاهم. الكلام ده صحيح؟
ده افترا، والله العظيم ده افترا. انا محدش ضربني على ايدي ولا غصب عليا عشان اعمل حاجه غلط. احنا الاوقات الحلوه كلها كنا بنقضيها هناك، ولا الاوقات الحلوه كمان بقت ممنوعه وحرام. انا زهقت يا سعاده البيت. ارجوك خلي اخويا يسيبني ويبعد عني، لحسن هجيلك المره الجايه والله العظيم وانا قتلاه.
Arabs are the most maligned group in the history of Hollywood. They're portrayed basically as subhumans. Untermenschen, a term used by Nazis to vilify gypsies and Jews. These images have been with us for more than a century. For 30 years, I've looked at how we, particularly when I say we, image makers, have projected Arabs on silver screens. In my latest book, Real Bad Arabs, How Hollywood Vilifies a People, I looked at more than 1,000 films. Films ranging from the earliest, most obscure days of Hollywood to today's biggest blockbuster. And what I tried to do is to make visible what too many of us seem not to see. A dangerously consistent pattern of hateful Arab stereotypes. Stereotypes that rob an entire people of their humanity. All aspects of our culture project the Arab as villain. That is a given. There is no deviation. We have taken a few structured images and repeated them over and over again.
Hostages about how you feel about it.
Whether one lives in Paducah, Kentucky or Wind River, Illinois, we know basically the same thing.
Listen to the sound, Jesus, of our God.
We know the mythology, namely Hollywood's images of Arabs. Yesteryear's Arab land is today's Arab land. The Arab is one-dimensional caricature, cartoon cutouts used by filmmakers as stock villains and as comic relief. And so over and over we see Arabs in movies portrayed as buffoons, their only purpose being to deliver cheap laughs. The stereotype has become so widespread that it's become invisible to people, and the reason being is that we've all grown up with these images. Just look at television. We now have TV shows telling us that in addition to the Arab terrorists over there, American Arabs over here are also terrorists. Then there's Showtime's Sleeper Cell. Here a sinister network of Islamic groups operates on American street corners. Any homeless man could be part of this network. Even Western-looking Arabs are part of this anti-American conspiracy.
We're at war with America, period.
So when innocent Arabs are killed, when they're bombed, maimed, wounded, when they're tortured in places like Abu Ghraib, is it really any surprise that we don't feel any compassion? Or worse, make light of it? Care about that. We've been preconditioned to think that those innocent civilians, clones of Al-Qaeda and Saddam Hussein, are one and the same and do not merit our sympathy, our understanding. And that's very dangerous.
التلفزيون ده حرام.
ايه يا بنت انت تنظر ايه الحرام ده بيسمينا؟
الاباجوره دي حرام.
الاباجوره غويه.
الهاتف ده حرام.
احنا بنتكلم ايه؟
الصور دي حرام.
يا بنت المجنونه.
الثلاجه دي حرام.
بتسقع.
الاكل ده حرام.
يا بنت